Let's see, Lev going for the artillery and sniper balloon. So going back.
I want to see him use it.
I do, yeah.
Artillery would have actually been way better than an MG Nest in that last game.
Oh, yeah.
The MG Nest was... I mean, it did manage to kill ClassicMetal's commander at that one point, but other than that, it wasn't amazingly useful. And an artillery could be amazingly useful, yeah. Now, he's also gone for the owls. Okay, so here we go. Going into game 4 of the bronze match. Lev to the northeast in yellow versus his opponent to the southwest. We have ClassicMetal. And looking at the map, ClassicMetal has a really great natural expansion right next to him. He's actually got loads of expansion on his side of the map. But Lev, on the other hand, has really easily defendable expansions behind his main. Those are going to be really hard to deal with. And ClassicMetal still has no high ground vision other than those sniper balloons. So if Lev gets that base to the west of his main, ClassicMetal would have to get a sniper balloon up to take care of it.
Yeah, both players with safe expansions, but Lev definitely with those very, very defensible northern base locations. So this game could go longer. There's a road in the middle, which might favor units attacking and reinforcing. We'll see ClassicMetal also has a little bit of his territory in range of this nice cliff in the middle here, so he might be able to get some control over the middle of the map. But both players with 2 at least safe expansions, and a third that's a little bit dicier. That base in the middle there. That's going to be very difficult to grab. Let's turn on the commander vision so you can see what each commander is seeing. Lev has gone for 7 farm into squirrel, and ClassicMetal has gone for the same. Standard play from both people. No rushes this time.
No, this isn't the best map for rushes. Lizard Rush hasn't got very many ways to go, so that wouldn't work.
And neither player with lizards or moles this time.
Took lizards, yeah. So no, they weren't preparing for cheese, and it wasn't a great map for it anyway. So
ooh, Lev's up to 160 food.
What is he doing?
Oh, okay,
he's
just a sniper balloon.
Okay. And that's good. That's good sniper balloon. That locks off any attack really. That secures all 3 of those expansions, other than that one by the cliff, which is a very good spot. ClassicMetal can't go past at all, and that gives him great vision.
Yeah, there we go. That sniper balloon is up. ClassicMetal gets taken out by that sniper balloon. The sniper balloon is in range of the squirrels, so Lev's gonna have easy pickings for this squirrel army here. ClassicMetal dragging his squirrels back, only 2 surviving, 3 on the side of Lev. So Lev coming ahead in that engagement, but ClassicMetal is reinforcing so quickly. Looking at this army value graph.
Yeah, ClassicMetal lost 5 squirrels in that engagement, but Lev lost, or ClassicMetal lost 6, but Lev only lost 4. So that was a fairly good engagement for him. Got a 40 food lead. Not that important, but it is a little bit interesting. Right. And ClassicMetal is taking that expansion right next to him, just as Lev has done so also.
I'm a little confused about Lev's choice to take that expansion. I guess it is closer to where he'll be fighting, so he's just spend less time burrowing. But it's... I mean, I guess he has a sniper balloon in his army there to lock down any kind of aggression towards that base. But I was thinking he would take the
I think it's just as defensible as the other base.
Yeah. And there goes...
You still need to go the same route to get it.
There goes the artillery, so this entire section is about to be locked down. Sniper balloon with artillery means the maximum range for that artillery. It's also on the high ground, and ClassicMetal has no vision onto the high ground because he can't get a sniper balloon close enough to give him vision.
Yeah, this is a really bad situation for ClassicMetal. With this many squirrels, he would need to push in right now, but he doesn't know that it exists.
17 squirrels out for ClassicMetal. Oh, and the artillery is finished, and ClassicMetal looks like... Okay, so he's put down his own
so close to the
balloon.
range. He's so close. Okay, he knows the artillery's there. He must have seen the shots.
We'll see.
Oh no, Lev is pushing in.
Lev's pushing in. This toads are down.
Oh, and he pulled the enemy into the artillery fire.
Oh, and down goes the sniper balloon as well. So a massive loss for ClassicMetal. 120 food and his entire army there, falling to a combination of artillery and his commander not being in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, you can see that reflected in this drastic switch in army value. from both players here. Lev now ahead. And seemingly locked down 3 expansions on his side, and is going to make that third one for Classic Metal in the middle of the map very difficult to take because of this artillery and that sniper balloon. So Lev in a great position.
We're seeing Classic Metal in a fairly similar situation as to what we saw him in the semi-finals match against Deadbones, where he's going to have to take on that position of the artillery plus sniper balloon to have any chance of winning this game.
Alright, and that little shake of the screen has signified that we've hit the 5-minute mark, which means the first 4 farms on each player's base have farmed out. They will no longer produce food. Both players have expansions, so they can keep their economies up at about 8 farms right now. Lev has gone for owls, though. Turning on the heat because he knows he's got the time. And it's already started building. He's got plenty of food.
Yeah, Lev on 10 farms, that's plenty. Classic Metal is building a lot more farms on his new expansion, but he needs to build something good, and his set really doesn't allow him the ability to take down the artillery very easily. That artillery is going to be relevant for the rest of the game, really.
And we'll see. Maybe if he can tag it with snakes. That's the only way I could see him getting out of this. Without losing a ton of units. If you can tag that structure with a snake, it'll take 30 damage over the course of 30 seconds.
I don't see how he can even get up there, though. He's got 21 squirrels defending it, along with a sniper balloon. He'd have to get his commander up there, and then not hopefully die so that Lev can't counterpush. It's just an awful situation for Classic Metal going into another fight.
Alright, the Toads have walked through the rest of the Squirrel army, so good positioning from the Squirrels. Unfortunately, a couple of Toads left there, exploding, but both sides about even now, losing an equal number of units. The Owl is down, though, so Classic Metal slightly ahead, staying smartly out of the range of that sniper balloon and of the artillery there. Lev taking the high ground here. 1 Toad goes down. Second Toads are backing away, taking a little bit of damage, dancing back and forth. We'll see, looking at the graph here.
Got a good fight there, actually. It was fairly even, but he also managed to take out that Owl. So that Owl was a complete waste, really, for Lev. He didn't manage to capitalize on it very much at all.
Yeah, both players on 8 farms again. So about even, except for the fact that that choke point is completely locked down. So I think Classic Metal is going to need to either put down a ton of units right now, or grab that 3rd expansion in the south and try and out-eco Lev into oblivion. I feel like there's only 2 choices right now.
Classic Metal, I think he can put down a sniper balloon somewhere around where his ferret is now and stay out of the range of those 2 defensive structures while also granting vision. And then maybe he can poke with those ferrets, dodging the shots. Obviously, the artillery can't dodge the shots. So maybe that could be an opportunity for him, but we'll have to see and wait and see what he does. He's picking up that expansion to the south, while Lev is picking up his expansion to the north.
And so mirror expansions here. There goes that sniper balloon down there, but Lev is going to spot it because of those pigeons, and Classic Metal is forced to sell it there. So good spot from Lev, not letting Classic Metal have any ground up here. The ferrets are just going to trade shots right now.
Yep, we're just seeing a ferret skirmish once again, as we see in very many games in Tooth and Tail. And Classic Metal is pushing forward. He's got the superior army right now. In terms of army value, it's actually fairly even, though.
Alright, the mice are out in front, taking down at least 1 Toad hit, but the rest of the Toads hitting that yellow army, but Classic Metal is going a little bit too far. That artillery is going to fire. Ooh, so he doesn't lose a whole lot.
He actually baited that artillery cannon with his commander before pushing in, so by the time that the artillery fired again, he just pulled back. That was actually fairly well played.
Oh no!
Oh, oh no! And he can't see it. Oh, this is a big deal.
Oh, he's put down another artillery cannon up here, and he's put down another sniper balloon next to it. So that artillery cannon is going to have the maximum range of vision due to that sniper balloon, and it's going to start taking out Classic Metal's army. And all Lev has to do is sit back here and bait the units until that artillery and sniper balloon are done, and they are very close to being done right now. Oh, this is going to be bad.
The pigeons. Why
there it goes.
Take the pigeons? This is brutal.
3 shots are out, and half of Classic Metal's army goes down right now. Somehow, Classic Metal with vision of that high ground, but the Owl is out there in
Slugblade
front.
actually had vision, but he didn't actually do anything about it.
Does
He didn't do anything about that.
I guess he just couldn't see it there. Lev is going to push in right now. That Sniper Balloon is still alive, and it's going to keep picking off units until it's dead. That Owl is also alive somehow, and it's not taking any damage from any units. I guess Classic Metal is doing a good job of scouting and not letting his units focus fire that Owl down, because once that Owl explodes, 6 mice will come out. But Lev pushing through Warren after Warren after Warren of Classic Metals, and it looks like this is the end. Remember, Lev already has 2 games, and that's it. Lev has taken this series and is now your bronze champion. Lev has won 3rd place in Clash of Comrades September Showdown. GG.
GG indeed. That was a great map for Lev, and he took a good advantage of that with his deck, taking artillery. Oh, that was well executed. Well played by Lev there. And Classic Metal really couldn't do much about that.
Yeah. Well, let's jump back to our desk here to do